All right, the news today is that Damian Lillard's coming back to Portland. He wanted to come back and ride his jet skis.
Yeah, it sounds like Chris Haynes had it and said that like a week or two ago that Cronin and Dame met, and they did indeed have to kind of bury the hatchet. There was some hard feelings there on both sides, and they put it aside and focused on moving forward. So a 3-year deal. The last year is a player option. There's a no trade clause, and I think this was obviously important to both of them.
Well, I think most importantly was the jet skis on the Willamette. We know our studio used to be right on the Willamette down there in South Waterfront, and we would see in the summer, right around this time of year,
Yep.
we would see him and his cronies on all multicolored. Every one of them was a different color.
Yeah,
Jet skis,
out there having a grand old
wave
time.
runner type things.
Yeah.
And they would be zooming around. Man, they were wild out there.
Yeah.
And you could never really tell which one was Lillard,
No.
if he was even out there. But
Yeah.
there were some dudes that were, man, they were getting wild out there. And so they'd cruise up to downtown, and then they'd cruise back down to his house. It's a good life. You know, he missed that life.
Well, and
Up there in Milwaukee, you can't be doing that.
No, there's only so many butter hogs, that
Yeah.
that
How many butter hogs do you think he slayed up there? That was a weird look. Come on.
he didn't want to be
How
there.
would you describe? So he requested a trade in July of 2023.
He's going to go
That
get
was-
him one of those Milwaukee butter hogs.
Exactly 2 years ago.
Yeah.
How would you describe these 2 years?
For
there's because I mean he's coming back. It's a legacy play.
Yeah.
It sort of rights a wrong. It was weird then
Yeah.
that he left. You know, everything's just been weird. Like,
Yeah.
how would you describe this 2-year hiccup in his Blazers legacy?
Messy. It didn't work when he didn't want to go to Milwaukee. He that's not where he wanted to go. Ended up in Milwaukee, and you thought, okay, he was going to go form maybe the best pick and roll combo in the NBA in Giannis and himself. And you thought Milwaukee's already won an NBA title. You added Damian Lillard to that mix. I mean, that was kind of finals or bust. And the first year there, he talked about it. He got divorced as well, so his family stayed behind. He wasn't happy. You could tell that it was affecting him. It was not a great year on the court for him. And then come playoff time, Giannis got hurt. And thanks for coming, early exit. And then the second year felt like maybe he had settled in a little bit and was having a pretty good year. And then sure enough, come playoff time, getting ready for it, down goes Dame and Milwaukee with an early exit. And so it's just, messy, wasted, turbulent, probably maybe disappointing, probably the roughest time of his life. I'm guessing there was probably a lot of regret. When he asked out, that was not something that he took lightly. He did not want that. He felt like his hand was forced. And that's what I said. That there clearly was hard feelings on the part of the team, and I think there was hard part on the part of Lillard, because you remember, we're going to go all in, it's going to hurt, and they're going to talk about building around, and didn't do any of that. So yeah, there were hard feelings, and that's why the Chris Haynes thing of they met at Lillard's house a couple years ago, and they buried all that crap and said, how do we move forward? And I also think it's important to realize, as much as Dame wanted to win a title, this move back home cannot be about a championship. And I know Danny had the text saying, hey, this team is perfect. This team is not perfect. It's not. If Lillard wanted to go get a ring, Houston would have made more sense. You could have gone to a place like Denver. Putting a 36-year-old Damian Lillard with a torn Achilles coming off of that doesn't make Portland a contender. It far from it. But I do think that adding a player of Lillard's caliber and stature, I think it speeds up the timeline a little bit. And I mean, Lillard, before he got hurt, was averaging, I think, 23, 24. He was having a nice year. Putting him in that backcourt, I think Portland clearly is a playoff team. I don't even think they're a play-in team. If you get another year of growth from the young guys that you have, and you throw, let's say, 75 to 85% of what Lillard is, that's a playoff team. That's a top 5-ish seed, 5-6 seed in the West, depending on what happens. And Haynes had it that this was a big deal, that he wanted to retire a Blazer. So at the end of this 3 years, I'm guessing at 38, 39 years old, that's the end of it for him, right? Tip your cap, walk away. There's not going to be a title in those 3 years. And so maybe that run at trying to win a title and not having it happen maybe that was enough for him to say, I never should have left in the first place. And even if I never win a title, this is home. And maybe I can help the team kind of set themselves up for the future. Because if it was about winning a championship like it was when he left, Portland wouldn't be the play coming back.
Yeah, I think it was Hoops Hype that asked the question, will Damian Lillard returning to Portland be the best free agent signing in Blazers history?
Yeah. I
And
think
you laugh at that, but
it's true.
well, I mean, there's really no other, like, okay, take Lillard out of it. Who is the best free agent signing in Trailblazers history?
God,
I mean, seriously.
didn't Jeremy Grant sign here as a free agent? Or did they trade for him? I thought Grant signed here.
I don't know.
I think Jeremy Grant signed here.
Is that a great signing?
Look, my point, your point is well taken.
Internet says Brian Grant, Andre Miller, and Wesley Matthews as top.
Oh,
free
Brian
agents.
Grant. Oh, yeah.
The Rasta Monster.
But wait. Did Brian Grant leave and come back?
No.
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 Hello?
He didn't leave and
So-
come back.
Okay, so... Okay.
Are you all right?
I'm just thinking.
So I wanted to...
Because Brian Grant was great.
Yes.
So who were the other two on that? List?
Andre Miller and Wesley Matthews.
Wes Matthews was good.
Miller was, but...
He had a 50 burger here, but Wes was good. Remember, that was the poison pill contract. They stole him out of
Yeah, that was a good move because it meant more to the team.
Utah, right?
Like, Andre Miller was a good player, good
Yeah.
signing, but they didn't do much
No.
in those years.
that squad
Brian
with
Grant,
Wes
though.
was well, yeah. Grant came at a different time, so you take
Well,
your
I can't say that. Can you really say that Damian Lillard's the best
Yes.
free agent signing over Brian Grant?
yes.
Grant was awesome.
No, stop it. Damian
You
Lillard.
stop it.
Damian Lillard.
You don't even know if he's going to play.
He won't play this year. Dame before he tore the Achilles, he was playing 36 minutes a night. He was going 20. He was 25 points a game, 45% from the field and 38% from three with 7 assists. Dame was having a great year. I mean, that's not like peak 32-point average Damian Lillard, but that is big time. And if Lillard comes back and, as I said, 75, 80%, if Lillard comes back and is playing, 30 minutes a night and he's giving you 19, 3, and 5,
Is that a big if?
look, guys come back from Achilles. They're no longer the end all, the be all. Now, I will say that like Kevin Durant would have an easier time because Kevin Durant is 7 foot and can shoot over everybody. Lillard, players that are smaller, that rely on explosiveness and they're not great defenders to begin with. Yeah, that's a fair question. That's an absolute fair question. That what sort of athleticism do you have at 36 years old with a torn Achilles? Totally fair, which is why I said you're going to get a percentage of him. I'd still like to think that you're going to get 70 to 80%, and I think that is the best free agent signing. Damian Lillard was a top 75 player of all time. He's a multiple-time All-NBA guy, and he was having a really nice year before he went down. But also remember, in the East, it's not like Milwaukee was killing it. I think Milwaukee was like the 5 seed or something, 4 or 5 seed when he got hurt. So I'm not saying he comes in and all of a sudden makes Portland, a real contender. But I do think that he comes in and immediately gives you a really nice boost. You're getting a really, really solid veteran player that I don't think you've had in free agency before here.
Someone texts, tells you all you need to know how small markets can never be good in the NBA when Portland's best free agent signing is Dame at 36 with one leg. Boy, I hate that argument that small markets can never be good in the NBA. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me just think about who was just in the final. Oh, yeah. Oklahoma City, pretty small market. Indiana, small market. Denver a couple years ago won a tie. You guys have got to stop with that narrative.
Wouldn't San Antonio technically be considered
Oh
a
my
small
God,
market
yes.
as well?
Like a dynasty.
Didn't they win a bunch of championships?
You're drinking the Kool-Aid. Stop with that crap. God, it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Now I'm pissed off.
Well, I just wish. I wish they would have been more aggressive when they had Dame, but they weren't. And now you got him back. And I don't know. I'm just viewing.
Guys, move on.
I will not. There will be no negativity from me on this one. I just don't. To me, there is no downside. He is dirt cheap. He is a mid-level exception. It rights the wrong. You're going to build an effing statue of the guy out in front of whatever building you're playing in at some point. He's going to get a statue here. He represented your community with class.
Statue.
Eventually, they'll build a statue. Like, who else are you building a statue of?
Yeah, it'll be him doing the wave, right?
I was just thinking about the stat. Oh, the wave.
The wave.
That's gotta
maybe
be it,
or
right?
tapping.
He could be tapping Dame time, but I think the wave is.
But
that's good.
Lillard was if you could conjure up what a small market star could be to your franchise, it was Damian Lillard. And it didn't really go anywhere, but you had some amazing moments. You made a run to the Western Conference Finals, and now he's coming back to hopefully help usher this group of young Blazers, and he won't be a part of it when it comes to fruition, when the growth is finished, but maybe he helps scoot that along a little bit. Kind of tongue-in-cheek there. Scoot it along. By the way, 0 and 00 on the floor together. Could be weird.
That's cool.
Yeah, but watching that and just when he comes back and the roar of that arena and with the sell of the team and having something you can rely on and seeing him in the community again and kind of the reuniting with his family and he's going to live here when it's all said and done. He'll be the new Jerome Kersey when this is done. You'll see him walking around town, right? He's birthday parties here. And by the way, you're $14 million. He's the mid-level exception. I mean, my God, he is Myers Leonard salary at this point. I just do not believe in any shape or form there is one single negative thing about this signing.
You beat me to it.
Yeah. Well, hey, you did it to yourself.
I love it.
BWER.
You know what? Everyone, if you're a Lillard fan,
Two
should be
things.
cracking a BWER beer.
The first thing is it fitting that the Blazers' all-time best free agent signing is one of the all-time great Blazers that they traded away? Like, isn't that very Blazery?
It is a little bit.
And two, I got to tell you, dude, I am enamored with the question of what Damian Lillard's statue pose should be because there are so many options here.
Yeah, I think there's only two.
No, I don't think so.
The wave and the wrist, or
you got the wrist.
Are you thinking about the dog pile also?
You got the wave. You got this.
Oh yeah, where he's doing the both hands
if
up.
you can't see me, actually, here, just do this. Google image famous Damian Lillard moments.
Yeah.
There are a lot of them, dude. The wave may win. I mean, that's pretty awesome. But also just the still of that jump shot over Paul George. Yeah. That is amazing.
Yes.
Because then you could get the ball in the statue.
Yeah, which is always a cool one.
He's got a lot of them.
Build the damn statue. Just build it for him. When he comes back, rip the thing off and and he's going to retire. He's got a no trade clause. He's here. It's a freaking awesome moment. And look, I know we're all emotionally dead inside here, but there's probably some people today that got a little. Danny was probably crying. Are you kidding me? He's going to go home and have a moment to himself. This is a freaking awesome moment. And I've said it a million times. This city needs wins. I love this city. I believe in this city. And too often this city gets crapped on and we get kicked in the nuts and it just, we have one step forward, two steps back, right? And so I love when the city gets W's. And I think this is, someone explain to me how this isn't a big fat W for this city. I love it. Welcome back. Get the damn jet skis.
Somebody said skedaddle.
Is he double dipping here? So he gets money from the Bucks and
Yes.
from the Blazers.
He gets
now?
a lot of money from the Bucks.
Yeah, he gets like $20 million a year for the next 5 years, right?
That's fantastic.
It's
But is-
113 spread over the remainder of the contract.
But is that less? Oh, I see. So you have 3 years left up there.
Yeah.
And they spread it out over 5 years.
I
Yes.
think that's
So-
right. It's like stretch
Yes.
provision.
So he gets all of that money
Yes.
plus a new $14 million a year.
Yes.
Well, I'd sign too.
I think he's making close to $70 million total between the two, but I'll double check that.